It began with a legend. A she-wolf, two brothers, Romulus and Remus, and the founding of a city that would change the world. Rome was born in 753 BCE, not as an empire, but as a monarchy, then a republic. It was a city forged in blood, ambition, and discipline. Surrounded by rivals, it fought for survival and won. By the 3rd century BCE, Rome had conquered the Italian peninsula, but it wanted more. The Punic Wars changed everything. 3 brutal wars against Carthage, most famously Hannibal's crossing of the Alps, gave Rome dominance over the western Mediterranean. Victory brought wealth. Wealth brought power. And with power came empire. Rome was a republic, ruled by senators and elected consuls, but ambition ran deep. In 49 BCE, Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army, defying the Senate. Civil war erupted. Caesar emerged victorious and became dictator for life. But the Senate struck back. On the Ides of March 44 BCE, Caesar was assassinated. What followed was chaos. More civil wars, shifting alliances, and bloodshed, until one man, Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, defeated all rivals. He became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. The Republic was dead. The empire was born. Under Augustus and his successors, Rome entered its golden age, the Pax Romana, a time of relative peace and prosperity that lasted over 200 years. The empire stretched from Britain to Egypt, from Spain to Mesopotamia. Over 60 million people lived under Roman rule. They built roads that spanned continents, aqueducts that brought fresh water to cities, and monuments that still stand today. But beneath the marble surface, cracks were forming. Rome's greatness bred decadence. Emperors became tyrants, assassins, and madmen. Caligula, Nero, Commodus, names remembered more for cruelty than glory. The 3rd century brought chaos. Over 20 emperors rose and fell in just 50 years. The empire was fractured, its armies divided, its economy in ruin. Barbarian invasions increased. Rome began to crumble from the inside. In the late 3rd century, Emperor Diocletian tried to save the empire by dividing it in two, Eastern and Western Rome. Constantine the Great followed with bold reforms. He moved the capital east to Byzantium, renaming it Constantinople, and became the first Christian emperor. The faith that once hid in shadows now stood beside the throne. But the Western Empire continued to weaken. By the 5th century, the Western Roman Empire was on its knees. Germanic tribes, the Visigoths, Vandals, Ostrogoths, pushed through the borders. In 410 CE, Rome was sacked for the first time in 800 years. The empire staggered on, a shadow of its former self. In 476 CE, the last Western emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed, and Rome had fallen. But Rome never truly died. Its eastern half, the Byzantine Empire, would live for another 1,000 years. Its laws shaped modern justice. Its language, Latin, still echoes in science, medicine, and religion. Its architecture, art, and philosophy shaped Western civilization, and its story of rise, glory, corruption, and collapse still echoes through the halls of history. Rome rose in fire, ruled in stone, and fell in silence. But its spirit endures in every road we build, every law we pass, and every empire that dares to rise. Thank you for watching. If you want more powerful stories from history, hit like, subscribe, and join us next time.